Welcome back, everyone. Today we are at the beautiful Key Biscayne in South Florida, and we are going to be checking out the coast and seeing what cool animals we can turn up. So come along with me, we'll see what we can find. Beautiful spider right here. I'm not sure what species this is, but we got two of them, one right there and one in there. So they're just sitting here catching insects, and another really awesome thing you can find out here. This right here is something you definitely want to stay clear of. Biological landmine. This is a fire ant nest, and if I was to stick my hand in this, it would immediately erupt. All these ants would just be attacking me, stinging me, and they're not native here, but you definitely want to avoid them because they can do a lot of damage.
My name is Jack.
So while we're out here in this, it's a fairly dry, scrubby area. You got some palmettos, lots of shrubbery. Great place to find reptiles, especially lizards and snakes. And you can find actually some pretty cool plants. Got a lot of these flowers, and pretty interesting right here is this cactus. Now, I'm not quite sure what species this is, but it's got these very long spines to help protect itself. And what's interesting is this species can actually be found, or rather cactuses like this, throughout the American South and even in parts of the Southwest. So not something I've seen too commonly in this area, but it is still very cool to see. So we'll keep looking. On these cacti, this tells me these are actually prickly pear cacti, because as you can see, prickly pear fruits all over these things. And this can make great food for all sorts of animals like raccoons, gopher tortoises, and many other herbivorous and omnivorous creatures out here. Alright, so another pretty cool thing we found out here is this. So this is a skull, some sort of animal. Now I'm not 100% sure what this is, but judging by looks, I would say this is a raccoon. So definitely this would be one of the top predators out here hunting. So this one is deceased, but still pretty cool. As you can see, it's got the molars, incisors, canines, pretty large teeth, so that tells me this is an omnivore. So we'll put this back here, and we'll keep looking. Look at this beautiful flower. Just a few of the things you can find out here. Really show you how amazing this place is. So here it is. This is the end of the trail at Key Biscayne. This is the Fossilized Reef Overlook. So down here we have a fossilized reef right on the coast here. That way we have the Atlantic Ocean, and as you can see here, millions of years of reef. And this used to be vibrant with coral and lots of animals, but now it's come much closer to the shore because of continental drift. So another very cool thing you can see here. And it is a beautiful little goby. I've never seen one. I've seen gobies in the past, but I've never seen one quite like this. Perfectly, as you can see, perfectly camouflaged to blend into this very rocky sand. And just found him right laying on the bottom. So, another amazing fish. Alright, we're gonna go let this guy go. Pretty cool, huh? We found our first pike fish. So, these are really awesome. And I'm actually used to finding these back in my home state, because they do live up north as well. It's a little guy right here. Oh, stop squirming, buddy. So as you can see, very, very cool little fish. And these guys actually can spend quite a considerable time out of water in case the tide comes out and they're stuck on some seagrass, which is, I found him in some underwater seagrass. And they can get quite a bit bigger. I believe they can get to around a foot long. And they just feed on small crustaceans or whatever kind of fish eggs they can get their hands on. So another interesting resident of those seagrass flats. All right, we're gonna go let them go. I'm gonna go. After venturing up from the beach and into the scrubland, we soon came across the catch of the day. This right here is something I just caught. This is a southern black racer. So this is the most common snake found in these areas here in South Florida. And it's a pretty cold day outside, but what's interesting is these guys have the most cold tolerance probably out of any reptile in this area. And he's calming down because he knows I'm not hurting him too bad, shaking his tail a little bit. And Really cool snake, very fast. It was a hard time catching him. And he's out here preying on anoles and small frogs, if you can find them. Pretty much any small animal, especially lizards. Now, as you may have seen in another video I caught the northern black racer. This southern counterpart is much smaller. This is, I'd say, about average for an adult. And a very cool snake. This is also a beautiful specimen too. No nicks or injuries on him. Really gorgeous snake. And also a very harmless snake too. So when you see these guys, great snake to keep around because they help control the invasive populations of lizards. And also very cool because during the winter months, such as now that we're in January, this snake can be found, even on fairly cold days like this one, right near the ocean. So if you want to get close, see his muskin a little bit, but really just a gorgeous, gorgeous snake. And surprisingly friendly too. A lot of people think they are quite aggressive, but they're actually not. He just bit me once and then he's completely calm. And as you can see, absolutely beautiful snake. So we're going to keep walking down the trail and see what else we can find. So as you can see, without a doubt, Key Biscayne is one of Florida's most iconic environments. It is loaded with very cool animals, from snakes to aquatic animals and lots of others. And sometimes, even in an area like this, which is quite close to a populous area, you can find animals if you pay attention. So look, listen, and we'll see you next time. Key Biscayne is an iconic location that you can encounter on Florida's Atlantic coast. Its sprawling beaches certainly are full of beautiful and iconic animal inhabitants. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.